Hello. Good evening, everyone. So again, this is teacher Floyd from Floyd Education. And always remember, education is all around us. And of course, we're going to talk about these topics for tonight. And again, I'm hoping that you can learn something today or tonight. So what are we going to talk? We're going to talk about these topics. So we have what's the difference between I used to and I'm used to, and of course, farther and further. Come on, let's go. And there you have it. So, welcome to our first topic for tonight. So, we have I used to and I'm used to. Ooh. Again, what are these? So, let's start with the first one. Okay, so let's talk about so let's talk about I used to. Okay, so when we are talking about I used to, this is already in the past. Okay, so it means that the action is already done. Okay, so I used to. So we have an example here. I used to watch you. What else? Let's start. Let's try to have another one. I used to. I used to drink coffee. Okay, I used to drink coffee. So it means that in the past you were drinking coffee, okay, but now it's you're not drinking it anymore. Maybe because you changed your lifestyle or your habit, right? What else? I used to be a bad boy, right? So before you were a bad boy, but now you are a good boy due to some reasons. Okay, now let's go to the second one. I'm used to. Don't be confused with this one. For example, I'm used to watching you. Ooh, so I'm used to and then watching, right? It's supposed to be to watch, right? But don't worry because this is a correct sentence construction, right? Sorry, sentence structure, I should say. Okay, I will not explain it. Okay, so maybe next time I'm going to explain it, but let's try to focus to this one first. So I'm used to, when we say I'm used to, for example, I'm used to watching you, it means that maybe before you don't like it. Okay, but right now you like it already. Okay, what else? Mm, I'm used, okay, I'm used to, okay, let's go to coffee. I'm used to drinking coffee. Okay, I'm used to drinking coffee. So again, it means maybe at the very beginning you don't like it, but now you like it already. What else? I'm used to talking to her. Okay, I'm used to talking to her. So again, maybe before you don't like to talk to her, but right now you like it already. Okay. What else? I'm used to wearing this shirt. Okay, so before you don't like this shirt, but now you like it already. Okay. Yeah, so I hope that that is something clear and something that maybe additional information for us, especially is my students out there and teachers as well. Okay, so now let's go to farther and further. Okay, so what's the difference between the two? Okay, let's get to know them one by one. Okay, there you are. So now we are now in this last topic. So we have farther and further. So let's go to the first one, of course. So we have farther. Okay, so it means for you to be able to understand it, farther and further. Okay, they are talking about, or they are measuring the distance, right? So just the same, but the main difference is farther. This is measurable. Okay, so again, this is measurable. Okay, we can measure. While we're talking about further, it's we cannot measure it. Okay, so cannot be measured. Okay, or cannot measure. Okay, so cannot measure. Okay, so now let's have this one. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, these two words here, or these short explanation, so that you will be able to identify which one are we going to use. Okay, so now take a look at this one. I need to look blank into options for our vacation. And number two, now that I leave blank away, I have to leave earlier. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Okay, so 1 minute. Okay, so your timer starts now. Okay, it's okay now. So I need to look blank into options for our vacation. So let's try to check which one are we measuring, or are we checking here? So options, right? Is option what do you think? Option, when we say option, is this measurable, or we cannot measure it? Option. Of course, we cannot measure that, right? So we're going to use, I'm so sorry. We're going to use, okay, not measurable, so further. Okay, that's right. Okay, and the next one, now that I leave blank away, I have to leave earlier. So I have, now that I leave blank, okay, so away, away, away. I think that is something that we're talking about a house, right? Or a home or address. So we can measure the distance. Okay, so of course we can measure. So that is farther. Okay, so again, if you know which one can be measured or cannot measure, okay, and which one can be, of course, it's easier for you to answer it. Okay, now let's go to the last one. Okay, scientists have taken the project. So, okay, so we have choices here: a step farther or one step further. Yeah, so in short, farther or further. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Okay, so time is up. So scientists have taken the project. So what's your answer? Okay, so we're going to measure, okay, or check for project. Measurable or non-measurable? Okay, project, something cannot. So which one is cannot be measured? Farther or further? Okay, so the right answer is scientists have taken the project one step further. Okay, to sum it up, when we're talking about I used to, so it means that something that you are doing it in the past, but now you're not doing it anymore. So let's go to I'm used to. So maybe something that you are doing in the past, or for the first time, I should say, you are doing it for the first time, but maybe you don't like it at that moment, but now, okay, you like it already. So I'm used to. Let's go to farther. Farther, we are actually, they are a little bit the same with further, but the main difference is when we are talking about farther, that is can be measured, and further, of course, cannot be measured. So again, if we know the definitions of each word or phrases, so okay, we know how to use them in sentences. Okay, and if we know many words or how to use the definitions, of course, it will never stop us from making longer sentences. So there you have it. This is Teacher Floyd from Floyd Education. Always remember, education is all around us. Good night, everyone. Bye.